Uh-oh. Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Oh, Lord. Can you read that thing?
Read what?
Trying to put my boot back on. Hold on. Oh, let me unmute Corey. Dang it. I thought, Corey.
I just did it. My bad.
Okay, no, you good. I thought I was trying to
Up
get.
Furious Styles.
I know, right? What to do?
They
Man,
don't
what
know
is
who that
that?
is.
If they don't, they need to, man. They need to go check out Boys in the Hood or something.
I don't know about Furious.
And that's Trey Father for all y'all who don't know.
Yeah, because I didn't know.
Putting them on game.
I think we talked about that though before, did we not?
Yep, we did.
Yeah, vaguely once or whatnot.
I thought we did.
Furious Styles was putting them little youngers on game. He was the only dad in the hood.
Man, that part.
Oh, move. Let's take my black card.
He was the only daddy. Ooh, y'all ever just sit on the couch or sit somewhere and be nodding off and be so sleepy, but you know you can't go to sleep
Man,
Is that how you
because
feel?
you ain't supposed to be sleep. I've been feeling like this since 5:30. Ooh, you know it's gonna be some good sleep if you mess around and go because you keep nodding off and about to snap your neck. And every
hmm
time you get that little nod off, it be like fast sleep. But you have to wake up because you're like, damn, I'm at work. I ain't supposed to be sleep like this for real.
man, I experienced that feeling unfortunately all the time working overnights.
Ooh,
I couldn't
wait.
do it. But I ain't gonna say I couldn't. I could if I had to. But I would
Yeah.
prefer not to. How about that? That's better.
Right. Now on both ends, I respect it.
Man, never say never. Shit.
Right, because you don't know what you might have to
I'm just gonna put it out there. That ain't what I want to do.
do.
I need a big sock, man. Where can I get a big sock?
Amazon, you got to order that shit.
Golly.
Cause baby, my son wore a size 14, 15 shoe. I thought I was gonna run to Sam's and get him a little nine, the regular men's sock. I was like,
No,
ooh,
ma'am.
they look stretchy. Man, that boy couldn't even fit his foot. He could fit his foot, but it wouldn't even go in. I was like, damn, I thought socks was supposed to stretch.
Hold on just a second.
I thought it didn't matter.
Yeah, that's why they be having them old sizes for them Johnson shit though.
Man, I see. I guess because I'm a woman, I just feel like I can put on any sock and just make it work.
Right, right, right.
Man, my son was so mad. He was like, "Why would you give me this size sock?" I don't know. I thought it would work. I can't help it your foot big.
Ain't nothing worse than
Man,
trying to put on an ankle sock and your ankle swole.
man.
This shit
You,
don't even work.
man. Bless your heart if you are going through that.
Huh?
I said, bless your heart if you are going through that.
Shit, I am. I told all my little ankle just hurt. This it. Not messing in it.
Word.
Yeah, I'll be all right though.
All right, you got a card. I got a word. I got a word.
I
You
get
got a
a
card.
shuffle.
For sure,
All
for
right.
sure.
What'd you say?
I said I get a
Uh,
shuffle.
Okay. So I'm going to say my words. The
Okay.
Merriam-Webster word of the day for January the 25th, 2026 is resplendent. 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 And it is an adjective. Resplendent is a literary word used to describe someone or something as very bright and attractive. She looked resplendent in her green evening gown.
Okay.
right.
Hold
Splendid.
on, look at Merriam Webster trying to include black people. Listen, resplendent in context. Her box braids were tied in a top bun that poked out of her green and gold headscarf. Pretty as the braids were, he quietly missed the natural hair they protected. When unbound, her hair was resplendent halo of vitality.
That's cute.
Okay, that
Right.
was from
That was real descriptive of them.
It
okay,
was. I'm
that
at,
was from Karim Dimchiki's book, The Uproar, a novel written in 2025. Resplendent.
yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let me get my card.
Yeah, we ready.
Okay.
We ready when you ready.
Y'all gotta be
Wait,
patient with me. I'm moving on super slow motion mode, boy.
Ah,
that's
you
all
are
right.
groovy.
Huh?
I said you are groovy.
That's all right.
Trying to do
But they
something.
say some planet moved into Aries today. It's been in Pisces for like 15 years.
What that mean?
See, it's finna be real. Motherfuckers finna be busy. Mm. Mm.
Mm,
We
okay.
finna wake up from the illusion, from the what we call it? Wake up from the dream and hit the ground running.
Right.
Netflix.
Huh?
Guess what my card is? I guess you ain't got a guess for real, but I'ma read
I
it.
ain't gonna guess because you got a million cards.
It's allowance. I'm reading from my activation oracle deck. And it says the frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment,
Hmm.
without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. What you just say was supposed to be happening with the planets.
I said that Neptune is moving out of Pisces where it's been for the past 13 years into Aries. And it says this brings a profound 13-year shift, blending dreamy Neptune with the fiery, action oriented Aries to spark a spiritual warrior era of radical, proactive change. This transit shifts from passive, collective idealism to personal, active belief, driving innovations and reshaping identities. Mm.
So
And
if
your
Mm.
you
belief
allow
system,
it to happen,
it's
it's
gonna happen because we on action mode. It said
man, he
belief
just say
systems
for the for
something.
the for the try this part that I usually read, it
Mm-hmm.
says go inside yourself and reflect for a moment on your life. What stands out in this instant? Can you appreciate whatever the universe is bringing to you? Can you recognize the gifts that all experiences hold, even the ones you perceive as being negative? Can you be excited about the valuable lessons these experiences bring and celebrate them?
Mm.
Mm,
Something finna pop off.
Okay, something going on.
I
I guess
claim
first
it.
do what?
I said I'm claiming whatever the universe bring my way.
Man, I am too. I'm ready. I'm
right.
ready, Freddie. Whatever's finna do, go on and do it.
Please.
I got. I kind of got something to add if y'all don't mind.
Okay,
Okay,
come on with it.
go ahead.
All right. On this day, you feel me? In African American history, I'm reading from this book. They got like what the name of the book is the African American Book of Days or whatever. You feel me? And
Book
it's
of
an
what?
Book of Days. It's an
Okay.
inspirational history and thoughts for every day, you know what I'm saying, of the year or whatnot. So
Okay.
just to show folks that Black history is 365 type shit.
All
Every
right.
day.
So with that being said, on January the 25th, Constance Baker Motley became the first female African American federal judge. When she was appointed to the U.S. District Court for the Southern New York for Southern New York by President Lyndon B. Johnson on this day in 1966. Molly chalked up other firsts, including the first African American woman um, to win a seat in the New York Senate in 1964, the first woman to become the Manhattan Borough President in 1965. She was born in Connecticut. Uh, Hold up, excuse me. Yeah, born in Connecticut of West Indian parents, Molly received her law degree from Columbia University. She worked as a civil rights lawyer for the NAACP from 1954 to 1964, successfully arguing nine NAACP cases before the U.S. Supreme Court. Once, excuse me, one was sorry, y'all, man. I'm
Are you
um,
good?
getting tongue twisted or whatnot out there, y'all. I can't read, but no. One of those of that was John Meredith, an African American Air Force veteran who sued to be admitted to the University of Mississippi. Oh wow, I didn't even know that myself. And
That's cool.
right, so yeah, that concludes the little synopsis of Miss Constance Baker Motley.
She's a Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah.
Show is. Yeah.
Constant Sarah. I remember learning about her when we was playing.
Yep.
Okay.
She's the red. Red's red pea in the bed.
What?
A red pea in the bed, girl. Yeah, I'm so delusional tonight. Ooh, I am.
I need
I
you
done
to
ate
get
this
your shit
Chinese food.
together.
I ate this Chinese food. I've been sitting on this couch for the past 3 hours trying my best to keep my eyes open, man.
That's all good.
All right, we back to the three amigos, amigas,
And there we are.
the original three. We've been having a little series of guests, but we
Man,
started
and
out.
shout out to them. And shout out to them. I listened in on a few of those episodes. So shout out to those people. You feel me?
Yeah, so we back to where we started. So let me see what the description is. So, the title of today's episode is "I Got Time Today." On tonight's episode, we will be discussing how blossoming in life varies from person to person with a returning co-host, Corey D. He will elaborate on the meaning of his quote, "My time ain't your time, and your time ain't my time." You feel me? You blossom. You
Sorry.
blossom when it's destined for you, and it will happen for me when I'm ready. Of course, we will get off task, crack jokes, and talk our sass in our West Tennessee lingo.
And that quote came from the guilt and shame episode.
Right, 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 right. And my apologies for laughing and whatnot.
No, you
I'm getting back in the swing of things. So like I'm low key kind of nervous and tickled all at the same time and shit.
good. You
Why you
good.
laugh though? Because they're saying like you didn't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? I'm gonna say this though. When I was going back through listening to some of the episodes, trying to find something that kind of stood out, like it was cool listening to where we started to where we are now, even from just like the technology. Even though we doing good with our technology now, but when we first started, that shit was crazy.
Hey,
that,
you can
that first
learn it as you
episode trying
go.
to get you on there, I was like, Lord.
Learning as you go. You feel
Man,
me?
for real though, because that's just like life though. She learning,
Hmm.
but for
That's
real.
true.
Okay, so Corey,
Yes, ma'am.
you ready to answer the question?
Sure, I am.
Better get into it.
Oh my God, I dropped the paper. I'm sorry,
Uh,
y'all.
ooh, and you ain't got no foot. Well, you got a foot. Can you get to it?
Fuck no. Look at my arms long. Yeah, my foot is purple.
Ah, they say how
Okay.
long it's gonna be purple.
I have to wear a boot for 6 to 8 weeks.
Mm.
Oh man.
Yeah. So it's rough out here in the streets.
Uh, so yeah, that goes into what you were speaking about, a swollen ankle going over socks and stuff. So gotcha, gotcha,
Yes.
gotcha.
Yeah. It looked
I
real
thought you
crazy.
was just
It looked better than it did though when I first did it, boy. Man, hey, I ain't cried that hard. That was one of them whooping cries.
man. I can only
So
imagine because man, the older we get, we don't heal as quick as we used to.
Man,
oh, for real.
oh, I can't imagine. It's just like the old folk be falling and breaking hips. Jesus, take me
Man,
on the
do
glory.
you hear me?
Man, out of commission. You hear me?
Life alert for real. I needed one when I failed. I needed somebody please come pick me up out the ground. This ain't gonna work. But I will say this though, y'all know I'm goofy. A car rolled past as it happened. I ain't gonna lie. If I was in that car and I seen me fall the way I fell, I probably would have giggled.
It would have
I
been
I,
probably would.
laughing. Huh?
I probably would have laughed and still would have got out and been like,
they
"Ma'am,
didn't
you all
even get
right?"
out and ask if I was okay or nothing. They just almost ran me over, but
Ah, they
it
probably
was.
didn't see you then.
I don't know. I don't know. I was This shit hurt so bad. I was like, man,
And listen,
let me go sit down.
you get some business.
I did. I got a lot of business and shit. I just sometimes you be getting hurt. Hell,
They sure do.
for
Sure
real.
do.
I just look at it as an adventure.
Right.
So yeah. Okay, but anyway, back to the question. The question says, it really ain't no question. I just want you to elaborate on your quote.
Oh, for sure. Nah, for sure. When I said that or whatever, like you say, it was in regards to one of the previous shows. But with that being said, though, basically, I mean, kind of, it's kind of self-explanatory. But to go in deep into it, but just I ain't. My time is my time. You feel me? Like I'm not on nobody's set or destined time for me to blossom into the person that I'm destined to be or whatnot. That only happens, when you ready or whatever. You feel me? When it's time for you to go through that or whatever. It can't be nothing forced or whatnot. That whole process got to be something organically in order for it to be righteous or whatever, at least in my views or whatnot.
Hmm. And
Mm-hmm.
then what if you never? What if people? And a lot of times, think about it. Some people never blossom because life is a journey. And so I
Man,
ain't gonna say
fact.
they never blossom, but
Everybody's
but
blossom is different.
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then no, but no, no, no. Too, you do have those hard headed individuals who don't blossom or whatever. Those are the ones who are not, at least in my views, who are not susceptible. You know what I'm saying, to some sort of empathy. Because man, in order to truly grow, man, you got to kind of take in everything or whatnot. You feel me? And
Hmm.
and be able to make that shit and hone it to your own or whatever. You feel me? So like the folks who don't blossom or come into that person that they was necessarily destined to be, whether it be by their own choice or just by you know unfortunate design or some shit. You feel me? Or some sort of mental flaw. Uh, man, don't be the people who just got they blinders on, who just walking through life, man. Ain't
Rose colored glasses.
say it again, I'm sorry.
I said with the rose colored glasses.
Man, right. You feel me? Like man, without a care in the world. And then when something does occur to them or whatever, they ain't gonna necessarily know how to deal with it or whatnot.
Right.
And that goes to
I
the
agree.
tune of Arrested Development. Y'all remember we had an episode about Arrested Development and
Mm-hmm.
where you get stuck based off of something that may have happened to you. You're stuck in that same space. You can be a
Right,
40-year-old man and something traumatic happened to you. And mentally, developmentally, you're still stuck at that
Yeah.
8-year-old boy that
right,
watched his mama get beat up or something that really bad happened to him.
right.
Yeah.
Man, I'm
That's
just a firm.
arrested.
And not to cut you off or whatnot,
I'm
but
like,
I'm just a firm believer in shit. What don't make you. I mean, what don't break you. You can allow that shit to make you into something else. You feel me?
mm-hmm.
Resilience. Speaking
Yeah.
to the core of who we are as a people or whatnot. Those are the things that I choose to champion on or whatnot to kind of keep me afloat or whatever. I can't speak for the next person, but those be the things that I kind of resort to or whatever.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Especially in these days and times, man. Lord have mercy, man.
Yeah. So I just started reading this book called King, Warrior, Magician, and Lover. And I've just read the introduction. And it's basically a bold map for traversing the masculine psyche. And like what it's talking about, like them in the beginning, it's talking about from boy psychology to man psychology. And it's saying that a lot of the issues that we have in society are based off of boys not having rituals to usher them into adulthood or manhood. And it's saying that that's because we've been a patriarchal society for ever, for millennials. And patriarchy is based on fear, the boys' fear, the immature masculine fear of women, to be sure, but also fear of men. Boys fear women and they also fear real men. And so it's basically saying like when we follow rituals and what do they call it? When you passing down the baton, you becoming a man, stepping into manhood. They said really what we have now are pseudo rituals. And those pseudo rituals are joining gangs, going to the military. That doesn't really teach you how to transform your energies into a manhood. It's called pseudo initiations.
Yeah, they falsehoods to a degree,
Yes, they're falsehood for to a degree because really it's based off of your ego and it's
for sure.
teaching you. how to protect your ego in its patriarchal manhood. And basically that is the abuse of others and often of self.
Correct.
And so that's just,
What's the name of the book?
it's called King Warrior Magician Lover by
Uh,
Robert Moore and Douglas Gillette.
you broke that down though. You feel me? Like man, that speak volumes, and I say that
Yeah.
because of whatever, because what you just spoke on are some of the things that somewhat helped shape me into the individual that I am to this
Hmm.
day or whatever. But luckily, even though I did experience the gang route of things, and I also want to speak on that as we um,
Hmm.
continue our conversation. But nevertheless, though, me, and again, I can only speak for myself. With 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 my goal with going, I mean, with my goal with dealing with gang or the whole gang atmosphere or whatever, I knew going in or whatnot, like these niggas ain't my,
Hmm.
my family per se. You feel me?
Right.
'Cause I really we're part of that last generation that really had that homegrown, that real grandmama, where your grandmama really is a senior. You feel me? Real senior
Hmm.
citizen out here type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, and really coming from that old school um style of being raised or whatever. So
Hmm.
again or whatnot, I wasn't just too tripped out on the gang shit, like where man, I'm looking for a father figure was what I'm
Right.
trying to get to or whatever. You feel me?
Right.
I knew who my father was, even though he wasn't prevalent in my life. And you feel me? And I did have male figures in my family that I can kind of, what I'm saying, relate to or look up to in that particular realm or whatever. Like I
Hmm.
said, for me, gangs were more of a curiosity and
Hmm.
and being truthful, which a lot of men don't want to speculate or be honest about. You feel me? Especially the ones who did, unfortunately, go that route. Man, women. You feel me?
Hmm.
Trying to appeal to the women. You feel me?
Hmm.
That also brought me into that element. So
Yeah. So oh, excuse me. So you pretty much knew who you were going in
well,
beforehand.
I had an
Would you
idea
say?
because I'm still in my youth. You feel me? I'm still trying to
Yeah.
find myself, but I had some sort of sense of identity. I could say that.
Yeah. And so that's what this book is basically saying. With the disappearance of ritual processes for initiating boys into manhood has caused a change in the what you would call a man's psychology, what a man should look like. The rituals when a boy turned 13, they go out to the woods and do what men do. And not saying, he gave an example of a movie called The Emerald Forest, and I'm gonna check that out. But he was just saying how it's no longer any elder men to guide the young men into stuff, and
Right,
like he said, it's pseudo rituals, which has its benefits, but it's also a lot of these pseudo rituals, like getting into the military and gangs, is a form of humiliation and a form of forced non-identity of a boot camp that will make a man out of you per se.
right.
So it's
Since I can't do it, I'm allow them folks to do it, type shit. And
right,
and not
right.
not,
And
not saying
so
that for the gang aspect, but more so for the military.
right, and you're not really just learning nothing. It's more of a humiliation. Whereas when you were going through the process of the rituals from passed down from generation to generation, you were learning something. It's about learning. Where a lot of this stuff is more about program for you to fit in on the program that we got going on. So I don't know, I just thought that was interesting as we talk about blossoming into your own.
Yeah, nah. I think they got a dope ass correlation, especially to me and like my life period or whatnot. Nah, that was dope.
Yeah, yeah. And they say that boy psychology is charged with the struggle for dominance of others in some form or another, instead of self mastery. And man psychology is always the opposite. It is nurturing and generative, not wounding and destructive.
Mm.
He says, in order for man's psychology to come into being for a particular man, there needs to be a death, a symbolic death, psychological or spiritual, and is always a vital part of any initiatory ritual. In psychology terms, the boy ego must die. The old ways of being and doing and thinking and feeling must ritually die before the new man can emerge.
Man,
Hmm.
on everything, hence the saying, man. Dang, I'm man. Short term memory loss
Man,
due to
short term
marijuana.
memory a
Yeah.
bitch ain't it when you get a certain age.
But no. Hence that saying that once you come a man, you have to put away childish things. You feel me?
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes, yes.
I might be mis quoting it or whatever, but I know it's along them lines or whatnot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The most definitely.
What
And it
does that
also it
mean?
point.
What does that mean to you?
To me,
Putting away childish things.
man, and okay, so now that we here or whatever, I can kind of go back to what I was saying when I had kind of said I want to speak a little bit more about the gang shit and whatever. Anyway, okay, so to kind of explain that to me or where I'm at in my life. I know you guys seen it or whatever, close constituents of mine that I went to
Mhm,
California, in October or whatnot, and which was
mhm,
a beautiful thing. Got to see the Pacific Ocean and all the sights to see that LA kind of has to offer, and I also did another thing, you know what I'm saying, when I was out there or whatever, and that was also too a part of me like closing a chapter in my life, so to speak, or whatnot. Like a
mhm,
full circle come the moment. I happen
mhm,
to be affiliated with a street fraternity that resides out of Los Angeles or whatever. I kind of took it like on a personal pilgrimage that one day, kind of like in the Islamic faith, that one day that if possible, that you should go to the holy city of Mecca and pray. And I felt like the reversal of that, and not to sound um to make that sound bastardized or just horrible. How could you put two and two together? But it is that, you know what I'm saying?
That's how you
Unfortunately,
related. So
right. And also too, unfortunately, it is that to a lot of people that their gangs, their particular organization is like a religion to them. You know what I mean?
mhm,
So
yeah.
it goes that deep with some people. But I was just using it metaphorically speaking or whatever. So,
mhm,
made that pilgrimage out there, was able to link with other fellow constituents and really get a real understanding of what it is of some shit that I subjected half of my life to or whatever. So,
mhm,
and like I was telling a couple of my comrades or whatnot when I went out there and was able to quote unquote, see the turf and, see, where all that shit began or whatever, it was emotional for me. Like I ain't gonna even lie, I kind of had to fade to the side from the loved ones, and I kind of shedded a tear to myself or whatever, like because I was like, damn, and I really thought about it, you know what I mean, the mind fuck it of it all. Like
mhm,
for me, I'm banging or affiliated with a street gang, literally a street gang named after a Pacific street in a
mhm,
Pacific region of the United States of America, 2,000 miles away from country as, you know what I'm saying, Jackson, Tennessee or whatever. You feel me? I would have never fathomed if you would have told me at 16, hey little bro, you stay on track, homie, nigga, a few more years, you gonna eventually go to LA, nigga, where this shit, originate. I would have never
mhm,
thought that shit or whatever. I mean, I dreamed of it, but for it to come full circle right before my 40th birthday, and it was like I say, man, it was it was more of, again, to get back to the initial question or whatever. It was me putting to bed some of that childish shit. Like I can kind of finally close that chapter in my life. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, you feel me? Like I
mhm,
did the most where we from, and I took that shit from where we from, and I went out there with it or whatever. So like that was a surreal moment. I ain't go out there with a pack of hyenas. I went out there on my lonesome, on my own merit.
Mm-hmm.
You feel
Right.
me? And that's what made them out there even respect, you know what I'm saying, my move. Like they like, damn, bro, you came out here by yourself, you feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
so that made them look at me in a different light. But anyway, I say all that to say ain't nothing cool about that, but that was me putting to bed again a part of me, an aspect of myself or whatever, you know. And now looking back on it on retrospect, excuse me.
Can I ask you a question while you
What's up?
not to interrupt, but just it just popped in my head. But do you
No,
think
go ahead, go ahead.
that kind of like maybe healed your inner child thing?
Yeah, you feel me? All of that. It was all of that and then some. You feel me? Like for
Mm-hmm.
real, for real. Yeah, most definitely it did or whatnot. Like where again, you know, I chose to associate myself with a literal street. You feel me? A
Mm-hmm.
fucking, excuse my language out there for people, a fucking street. I got
Mm-hmm.
constituents who doing dumb years in the penitentiary in TDOC, Tennessee Department of Corrections, and then if I'm being frank, nationwide. But speaking to the core, you know, my family, my homies, you know, where I'm from, I got people who doing years for a fucking street that they ain't
Mm-hmm.
never seen in their fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
Or even have any ties to, or even really know anybody from that particular street. But you know what I'm saying? Heaven, so be it. You bang in this particular street. You feel me? And like I say again, realizing the mind fuck of that shit. You feel me?
You
It's
also
Mm-hmm.
crazy
got
ass work.
it's also people that lost that actually lost their life. Not only are they, doing time, but some of them
Yeah,
just
yeah, all of that. That's what I'm saying. That's
negative.
why I shared it that tip because again how negative that it all is or whatever. I was on some like Buzz Aldrin shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, first step for mankind and all of that type of shit when I was stepping out of there because ain't nobody from our area ever went out there. So I did
Mm-hmm.
something like and again, I'm not trying to champion or highlight none of this shit. You feel me? I can just speak on how all of that made me into the person that I am or whatever. I chose to
Mm-hmm.
take a negative and real life, make a positive out of that shit. You feel me? So, you know, I'm using it, of course, as we say, you know, as a testimony or whatever, or I can be some sort of beacon or shining light to show folks like, bro, despite how you may start it, that ain't gotta be how you end. So again, you feel me? Your time ain't the next person time. You feel me?
So let me ask you, why do you think that you are capable to transmute that into something positive, whereas the next person might? And I know, no, and I know the comparison, but what steps have you taken? Like, like for example, the personal work that you have done, because some people don't understand that you just didn't come to this conclusion overnight. You have been taking steps personally within yourself. Can you elaborate on that?
Man, just that
Like
speaks
what,
to the
like just your process and like what started it. If a book triggered you, like just
right,
give
right, right,
people some
right.
details. Yeah.
For one, me, I always been an inquisitive, inquiring type of person. I'm a need to know. Um, I just always been that kind of person or whatever. You feel me? Like if I'm gonna be, if I'm gonna do something, I'm a to the max type of nigga. You feel me? Excuse me,
Yeah.
everybody for
Hey, you
how
ain't
I'm
got, you
talking.
know, they already know how we do. Come on, man. Don't speak. Don't speak.
Right. Right, but I just want folks don't, folks who maybe this their first time, like, damn, why he
We
got to
we going to
speak so
church, man. We
ignorant?
going to church, man. We going to church. They know we cuss in real church, man. Come on.
That part we having fellowship for the
Right. That's it.
right, but no, again, for me and shit or whatever, me always having that inquiring mindset or whatever, always allowed me the ability to never get dumbed down on one thing. I never was just blinded by one aspect of this shit. Like I knew it was levels. It was like anything in life, it's levels to that shit. And I overstood that in that particular realm, that it was levels, and I wanted to get deeper than what was on surface or whatever. So like that kind of uh kind of helped me out or whatever. Whereas the majority of our people who join gangs and organizations, they jump in this shit head first. So they not even
Hmm.
asking no questions. You know what I mean? They just willing to commit. You feel me? Without no
Right.
type of real live, again, understanding of what you participating in. You feel me? I wanted to know the ins and outs or whatnot. So that was one,
Hmm.
thing or whatever, that kind of kept me somewhat level headed or whatever.
Gotcha.
That makes
So
sense.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you've always been level headed and curious to know. You knew that was just not it. This just
Right.
ain't the end all to be all. Like this is just a means, or this is a conduit for me to grow and learn and still get manhood and fellowship.
But see, also too though, you know what I'm saying, to speak to my youth or whatever, of course I didn't have that particular understanding. Now I can articulate myself and say that now later on in life, you feel me? But
Mm-hmm.
nevertheless though, me at those pivotal moments in my life, you feel me, I still was that, you know, um, inquisitive young dude or whatever, man. I used to get
Yeah.
on the older homies' nerves. I always asking them niggas questions and shit. You feel me? Yeah, like they used to always like, damn, look, you, but nigga, I want to know the fuck,
Right.
like,
Right.
and then too, to speak on that era. You feel me? That time period back then, the dudes who I consider my older homies, they was in their youth. They was in their mid 20s. You feel me? When I was
Mm-hmm.
16, 15, they in their early 20s. So they young themselves or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
in that time period, they were still youthful enough to put hands on you. And they
Yeah.
came from a generation of like, if they asked you a question about the gang or the organization that you associated with, and you can recite whatever that it is that they requested of you, you getting socked on. You feel me?
Yeah. It's the
And
fraternities that do that as well.
yeah, you feel me?
That's
I
a
had to,
man thing.
right. You feel
That's
me?
a man thing, kind of like a power. I ain't even gonna say a power dynamic, but it's like I said, I know it's fraternities that do that as well.
Man, on everything. You feel me? And I watched from afar. Watched like, some good dudes get socked out. You feel me? And
Yeah,
I knew I didn't want to be him.
yeah. So you
So
always.
I took it upon my own self. I'm like, okay, I see bro got punched on because he ain't know. I'm gonna make sure,
Hmm.
nigga, I know. You feel me?
So do you think that curiosity is what piques you into growth per se?
It played a part in it. You feel me? Where
Hmm.
even going up to go deeper, okay, like childhood wise in my household, you know what I'm saying? Speaking to my mother, how she raised me. My
Hmm.
mother, even though she was raised in a strict, of course, Southern Baptist, church atmosphere, where my mother, she attended church every damn day type shit. You feel me? Where every day it
Hmm.
was open, Bible study, man, all of the above. My mom's, you know what I'm saying, grew up in that particular realm. Well,
Hmm.
growing up for me, she always told me she was more on some freelance shit. She like shit, we'd go to church, but my mom was on some more, and not knocking her or whatever. I thank her for that because they gave me room to think and be a free thinker. Is what I'm
Hmm.
trying to get to. Nevertheless, though, my moms did never pressure me on no shit like that when it came to religion. Even I tell people, my mother didn't even baptize me or christening me, which that happens a lot, in
Hmm.
our particular culture. My mama said she chose not to. She this is my mama's own thinking, and little do she know she was on some woke shit. You feel me? But she
Hmm.
that particular word or definition of describing a person didn't exist then. But nevertheless, my mom said, "What did I do?" You feel me?
Hmm.
That was so sinful that I needed to get baptized.
Right.
On some joking shit. My mom was like, It's these other niggas who need to get baptized. You feel me? If somebody needs to get baptized, you know, not you. And she told me
Mhm.
she wanted that to be a decision that I would make later on in life. You feel me?
Mhm.
And I thank God for her for I thank the ancestors for her having that thought process because that went against the grain towards my grandmother because my grandmama used to sweat my mom's like, why you ain't got that boy baptized yet? And whoop the
Mhm.
whoop the whoop, he should have been baptized. He growing up in sin and all of the above. You feel me? So
Sound like.
and not to cut you off, that alone created that freelance or that free way of
Mhm.
thinking. You feel me?
So you won't really just so much as programmed in a certain aspect to follow.
No,
And when you aren't programmed, you really start to you get to tap into yourself.
correct. You
Right.
really get to see that at the end of the day, especially me being the only child too. Like, bro,
Mhm.
if something happened in the house, something get fucked up, I ain't got no sibling to blame it on. Nigga, it's me. You feel me?
Yeah.
And and then to even speak on the spiritual note, like nigga, ain't no bumps in the night. Nigga, that's you, motherfucker. That's your mind. You feel me?
Mhm.
Y'all disregard them.
The
Whatever
mess.
I just typed on there, I almost dropped everything.
Well, I'm glad that you did it.
But yeah, that's what I was talking to Kimmy about earlier. How a lot of times, and it's no shade on religion because sometimes you need some
Right,
people
right,
need
right.
that structure. Some people need that structure, but a lot of times that creates a codependency on something higher than you and not on yourself. And you really have to believe in yourself in order to grow and blossom into the person that you need to be. You know what I'm saying? And that belief itself may not always look good, you know, but that's just a part of life.
Correct. You feel
It's
me?
gonna be good, the bad, the ugly. But just like in church, it ain't always beautiful and peachy keen as people want to cut it. It's just a matter of what what you work for you.
Right. You
Yeah.
feel me? And like I say, you feel me? And like you just said or whatnot, that ain't no smut towards anybody that
Right, right,
that
right,
feels like Christianity or any other religion gives you that peace. You feel me? I
right,
quote Malcolm X. You know what I mean? Who am I to judge a man what gives him or peace or whatever? You feel me?
right.
I'm just willing to meet you at the table on some real mind shit so we can get whatever we need to get understood and we can get man an answer to the problem type shit.
Right.
Meet me at the
Let's
table,
get a little
man.
understanding around here.
Right, man. Meet me at the table. Put all the religion and all that politics shit to the side and meet me at the table. You feel me?
Man to man, face to face. Right.
Man, literally and figuratively. You feel me?
But use whatever you need to do to keep you on your moral path or path of
Right,
morality.
that part. Yeah, that part. That's where I'm at with it now. Like at
Yeah.
first, when I know we kind of bouncing all over the place, but
I
when
know
I
we
No,
good.
did
We
we're actually
come
good.
into
breaking.
the
We're actually breaking down your quote. If I'm just being quiet and listening to you talk, and as you go through your explanation, you actually answering the questions that I was gonna ask you without me having
oh
to
shit.
ask. That's why I ain't really saying nothing.
No, but no, please do say something though. You feel me? Like I want to hear from you as well. You feel me? Like no, like man.
So let me ask you this: at the last part of your thing, say you blossom when it's destined for you, and it will happen for me when I'm ready. So, did you have like something in your mind that just clicked and said "ready" like on some SpongeBob shit, or did you just flow into it? That's what the image pops in my head. Y'all know I be with kids all the time anyway. So, like, how did you come to that conclusion that you was ready?
Man, it was more of a spiritual thing, some shit that was within. It was some shit that was unspoken or whatever. You feel me? I was already on the precipice, you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
so far as in like where I felt again, I felt like some shit was going on with me or whatever. Cause at that time period I was looking for something. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I
Yeah.
just left like about 2 years beforehand, just left a marriage where I got married young or whatever. So I was going through the motions of that shit still, you feel me? But from a man's perspective of whatnot, then at that same time period while I was experiencing a moment of homelessness, you feel me? Like where I was just going from couch to couch, type shit. My good homeboy, man, he rest in peace. You feel me, Antonio Perry, man. Bro, he died on me and shit. You feel me, bro. We never really got a clear understanding of how bro passed, so I don't want to put no name on it. But the way
Mhm.
it happened, it was like he had an aneurysm or whatnot. It was just like that, like a switch of a like hitting a light switch or whatnot. You feel me? And
Mhm.
it was a culmination of a lot of shit. You feel me? And again, I was looking for something, and unfortunately, again, not knocking religion or Christianity, religion couldn't solve my problem. I tried it. I tried to lean on it, but it didn't
Mhm.
fulfill me. And then I met my brother, ML Matulu, brother, wherever you at in life. Man, may the ancestors bless you, man. I thank you to this day, bro, for seeing something in me that I ain't seeing myself at that particular moment. Bro
Mhm.
knew I was fiending for some shit, and he hit me with the culture. He fed me the culture, and that was my teaspoon of medicine that I needed, man. And that's what gave me my salvation, my 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 respect that I needed for myself, for my
Mhm.
fellow, for my fellow man, for my woman, made me look at everything, man, totally different, made me
Mhm.
respect the earth. You feel me? Like where
Mhm.
man, where I ain't had no conscience about littering or whatever. You feel me? None of that. The culture did all that for me. You know what I mean? So it was
Mhm.
more of an awakening for me or whatever. You feel me?
Mhm.
Mm. Well, that makes sense too.
So do you think that you leaving your hometown played a role in it too? Or you were on that path while you were in your hometown? 'Cause
Oh
sometimes it's
yeah.
hard.
I was on that path at the crib, you feel me? And that's what
Okay.
made my shit a little bit more profound. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like so far as in I'm gonna use my homies for example. Um a lot of my homeboys don't get some sort of culture into them until they get institutionalized, you feel me, where they forced to sit
Mhm.
at. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's when they discover the library and reading, you feel me,
Mhm. Books.
and all of that. Man, I had so many of my older homies get at me and be like, look, bro, man, I salute you because you own everything that I'm on, but you own it on the streets. You feel me?
Mhm.
Did nobody make you sit down? You know what I'm saying? Where you picked up a book, you chose to do that shit on your own time out there on the outs, my nigga. You feel me? And that's how they speak about it. You know, people on a who free, they call it on the outs or whatever. You know.
Mhm.
And he like, bro, you chose to do that shit on, on your own merit, homie. So like, I respect that or whatever. So I ain't gonna lie, like kind of hearing older dudes who I looked up to, really dig the move that I was on or whatever, that kind of helped spearhead and it made me even more comfortable to follow in suit to, who I was evolving to or whatever.
But you did have like influence from older men, older gentlemen,
Oh, of course, you feel me?
more mature men.
Yeah, 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 for sure. Yeah, yeah, but like just in different aspects, I'm a
Mhm.
sponge, man. I'm wise enough to know, man, I don't know it all. So
Right.
and man, you a real man, a renaissance man, a learning man, you feel me, a man of the
Mhm.
times, man,
Mhm.
you evolve every day. You learn something every day. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
and then like now with me working with the people, I work again still dealing with still with the homeless population and still with people who experience homelessness. I deal with people when they're unfortunately at their worst, and I
Mhm.
talk to an assortment of people. You feel me? Where they be, man, drunk, high. You feel me? But
Mhm.
again, coming from our humble upbringings in Jackson, man, I was taught you can learn some a drunk. He'll spit the truth if you listen
Right.
to him. You feel me? So like I listen to them folks, and uh that's what's kind of set me apart from my other colleagues or whatever. I can kind of sit through. You know what I'm saying? What somebody else
Right.
look at, he just jibber jabbering. Nah,
And a
listen
lot
to
of
him,
times, people that's either suffering from homelessness or alcoholism be borderline genius.
Mhm.
man, on everything.
So let me ask you this though, Corey. What advice would you give to a younger man that's trying to take the same steps that you did to understand self?
Man, bro, be open minded, be open to change, bro. You feel me?
Mhm.
Um, don't be so quick, man, to shut shit that you don't understand at that moment down or whatever. You feel me? We grew up, man. We are a very conditioned people, and again, that take a long time for a lot of folks to get and truly understand that, man, bro. We've been brainwashed, dog. Like, like they did a number on us. You feel me?
Mhm.
And man, that shit take time and grace, but you got to be willing, man. You got to be susceptible to this shit. You got to be open. It start with you, and man, bro, not willing to be no damn no follower. You feel me? Like motherfuckers quick to say, man, I'm a man, and man, woo woo woo, man. You say this shit, but like, bro, are you really willing to think for yourself type shit? You feel me?
Mhm.
Are you willing to embark on a path on your own? You
That's
feel me?
gonna be scary. That you is not gonna know what may be around that corner.
And that part, you feel me? That's when that real trooper shit come out of you. You feel me? Like
Right.
again, like I told y'all, from the get go. You feel me? When it comes to the culture and it comes to us as a people, man, I'm a warrior for the people. You feel me? It was
Mhm.
necessary for me to go the path that I went through. You know what I mean? Going with the gangs and then getting introduced to the culture in the format that I did, and now being of service towards people or whatever. That mean I'm a man of the people. You feel me? And the people is where I reside. You feel me? So therefore,
Mhm.
man, if some shit ever hit the fan, man, I'm one of the ones man, you want me standing shoulder to shoulder with you, man.
Mhm. So you're a teacher.
So what now,
So do you feel like you're a teacher? You're here
man?
to educate
I'm
as
a
well. And I mean, not just limited to you that, but do you feel like you are that is part of your purpose?
If you sharing knowledge with people, then that makes you a teacher.
I was just gonna quote one of our scholars, you know what I'm saying, from the community. He was like, man, Henry Clark, he had said, my colleagues is who I debate with. The rest I teach. You feel me?
Exactly.
Mhm.
So yeah, you feel me. So to answer your question or whatnot, of course, I know I'm a scholar. You feel me? So
Mhm.
and man, my my governed nickname in the streets is knowledge. The homies name me knowledge or whatever. You feel me? So like,
Mhm.
and there it is.
That's
Furious style. Come
And
so.
that
on.
part
One more question, Corey.
for sure.
Serious styles, knowledge, whoever you want, what you want me to call it.
A
So,
baller.
lately we've been asking everybody what does peace mean to them. So, what does peace look like for you?
Man, right now that's so hard to say, you feel me? And I only say that just because of like again, speaking of where we at in the times of things, you feel me? Peace.
Mhm.
My variation of my version, excuse me, of peace changes. Do you get what I'm saying? You feel me?
Hmm.
Like, but ultimately, my version or my definition of peace would be is me having that within. You feel me? Long as I got peace within, and I used to tell the kids that I used to work with or whatnot. You feel me? Where you are currently at, Miss Cammy. True peace is mastering peace in the midst of chaos. You feel me?
Hmm.
And so me having that right there, so having that true peace within, it start within. So if I ain't got me, man, I ain't got shit. You know what I mean?
I like that. I like that. True peace is mastering the chaos within. Is that what you said?
No, 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 no.
Wait, say it again.
True. Having true pieces. Damn. Now I'm getting tongue twisted or whatever.
But nah,
Having
whatever you
true,
said, it hit. It hit. It hit.
right? No, but no, having true peace is look, mastering pieces. God damn it! Well, yeah, you heard me, man. You heard me. Shit.
We'll
I
catch it
heard
when
Right,
we run it back.
Yeah, we'll get on the playback. And I'm telling you, man, here 40 something different, man.
right, man. Got me fumbling, bubbling on my words. I'm sorry, y'all out there who
You be
listening.
mid cities and forget
Sometimes
your whole thought.
it come out real raw the first time, and then you can't remember it. I do that all
Right,
the time.
right. Because like you saying, I was flowing or whatever. It was coming
Yeah,
naturally or whatnot. So
Yeah,
yeah.
good talk,
that's
good
like
talk.
freestyling. When you trying to freestyle, then you try to go back and remember what you said. You can't remember.
Hell nah. Hey, so the folks that do be freestyling that master that particular art, man, shout out to y'all, man.
Thank
Hey,
you.
you
No,
know.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, listen, you know what they said that they found out that people who really have good memories and sharp memories once they get a certain age is that they write on pencil and paper
Mm.
Yeah.
daily.
And that's something
Writing,
that I don't do. I mean,
yeah,
I write,
writing on
but no, go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
writing
Go
on
ahead.
pencil. No, writing on pencil and paper gives you a certain type of connectivity in your mind to help with your memory. I don't know. They didn't go into the details, but they said writing, not typing on the phone, not typing on the computer, but actually getting a pen to paper
Yeah,
I,
a
and
pen and
writing.
I can
paper.
believe that for sure.
Yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
that's why it's good to journal as well. You know what
That's
I'm
why
saying? And,
they tell them people they go to certain meetings put pen and paper.
mm-hmm.
When you doing like step work and shit, they tell you pen to paper, not
Yeah.
typing, not writing, but pen to paper.
Yeah. Pen and paper.
Even when you do like certain things, they say it's best to you when you writing like affirmations. When you coming up with
Right,
affirmations,
right.
you write it. Don't not type it. Not I mean you
I
can
guess
go
that
back
makes
and
sense.
type it, huh?
You slick the spelling,
Huh?
writing a spell, writing,
Yeah, them
spelling.
connotations. You
What you
feel me?
say?
That's from
Yeah.
the mind. That's straight from the mind to the
Yeah,
to the physical
to
realm.
the
You feel
paper.
me?
That's
Yeah.
manifestation.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that would make sense why you would have good memory because you're constantly manifesting and keeping your writing spells and keeping your mind together. So that makes sense.
Who? What you say?
No, I was saying that makes sense why they would correlate having a good memory once you get
Yeah,
older.
cause you're writing it.
Yeah, you're manifesting and you're writing it on your paper.
Mhm.
Hey, before we get out of here, man, like yo, I got to speak
Yo,
on man. To be around sound minded individuals is everything, and to be able to talk to people who got a true understanding of shit is everything. So anyway, man, like I was speaking about earlier, whatever in our little group chat or whatnot, man, I am so sick of these folks on social media talking about man this Leviathan thing.
I hope
Man,
they get
y'all
it
folks
out.
gonna find y'all something else to focus on. You feel me?
But
Other than
listen,
that
listen. No,
stupid
let me
shit.
ask you a question though. Just to entertain it.
Right. Go ahead.
What if it's real?
Man, look, I'm gonna say
Because
this
you
shit.
never know
No,
how deep the
right,
ocean
but
goes.
right,
You
but no,
never know.
right. So here's my my combatants to what you just said. All right. In the Pacific Ocean and in the Atlantic Ocean, just in the last century or whatnot, man, they was dropping the atomic bomb, practicing that motherfucker. You feel me? Which has the power of like a fucking so many suns going off. If did nothing wake up and goddamn it snatch nothing up out the ocean, then what the fuck is that shit waking up just because it's
So
cold outside? Man, if they don't
what if
gone with
it
that
say?
bullshit.
What if it say? What if the what is it called? I forget. The dragon. What if it's been saying the whole time you blossom when it's destined for you, and it'll happen for me when I'm ready, and maybe it wasn't ready till now.
Look at her
I'm
reverse
just saying,
psychology.
maybe it wasn't ready, huh?
Man, that motherfucker ain't no damn monarch moth or butterfly.
You don't
Hell,
know.
shit. That
You don't know
motherfucker,
though.
man. Get out of
You
here.
don't know. It might when you wake up in the morning time, it done blew down your whole house with the dragon fire. Then you just be like, "Damn,
Hey,
that motherfucker was ready."
when that happen, I'ma bang your line. You make sure you make
You
sure
know me. Make
hey,
sure I'm
no,
straight.
no, no. Soon as I hear anything, I'm banging your line just to say, hey man, y'all was right. I was
Man,
wrong. You feel
and
me?
take a picture.
Man, but until then, man, if they don't go
Uh,
on with their hearsay,
shit.
I ain't even thought that deep about it. I just always feel like as above, so below. So I feel
Right.
like the sky, I feel like deeper in the ocean is a whole nother world
I think it
that's
is too.
like what we're living in, like a parallel
I seen
upside down
somebody.
universe.
I seen this person talking about. I forget.
Yeah, I don't know about no damn dragon, but I feel like the ocean
But
is
I feel
deeper
like if
than
you can
we
have a
think.
big ass, if you can have them big ass whales, how come we can't have a dragon?
man,
But the dragon
And
supposed to
y'all
be
seen
the
some of them
dragon supposed
animals?
to span the dragon supposed to span continents though. The head
right,
is
But
like in the
man.
is
Caribbean and
it
the
what
tail
was
is
it
like
that?
on the
Like
other
in
side of the
the
Pacific
And
Ocean.
then, one of my Facebook friends said, she said it's hovering right above Venezuela. That's why they want to go to war with them. Man, shut that shit up, man. Damn.
listen, I don't put nothing past nothing on earth.
Nah, no,
Uh,
I don't know about no dragon, but I do believe in as above, so below. I feel
I
like
feel
it's
like
I,
subterranean.
let the right volcano uh explode and then see what happens.
They gonna
See
say that's
what
the
come up
dragon's
out of
breath.
there, cause all
hey,
that shit connected.
hey, hey, what you say?
Uh,
What you tell me? Y'all told me like when we first started conversating or whatever podcasting. Y'all was
what?
like, I was explaining myself to y'all, and y'all was like, men are more, they accept the more tangible things.
Yes,
You feel me?
men are more tangible.
Like, man, get out of here with this shit, man.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie, my imagination is very active.
Get out of here with
Uh,
that trash.
man, come on,
I
man.
feel like you never know. I
But
don't.
I will say that I think the poles are shifting. That's my opinion because I work up here on the mountain
And
and
the
I take
dragon is
pictures.
what's shifting them. Nah, just talking shit.
Do what? I don't know what's shifting it, but I do
The
think the poles are
dragon.
shifting because the sunset in the morning when the sun rises, the where the house is positioned, the back it's a big old window that looks out east when the sun rises, and the front of the house faces west where the sun sets. And over the past 6 years since I've been here, within the last 3 years, the sun is rising further south than what it used to. I have documentation. So I do think like we're going, I don't know which direction, but it's the sun rises further south and it sets further south than it used to. So I don't know what the fuck that is. In my mind, it's pole shifting, and that could be the reason for the weather.
I think the reason for the weather is because they turned their machine on. And
Now when it
shit,
comes to
y'all need
shit
to
like
go.
that,
Y'all
because
need to go spend some money because didn't nobody spend enough money for Christmas.
right, I heard that or whatever, but nevertheless, now when you say stuff like that or whatever, that's something tangible because I know about the heart machine. You feel me? I know
Yeah.
about those. I know that's a real thing. Hell, out
So
there in
if they
Dubai,
got a machine, Corey, that can make weather, why come it can't be a dragon?
man, get the hell out of here, man. Right.
No,
And I
I
There
mean
just
it with
ain't no
think
all
dragon.
love.
Ain't no
I
dragon
mean it.
staying in the ocean floor
it might
the
not be
Right.
same
that
size as
big,
the
but
earth.
it could. I ain't saying it could be one that big. Y'all, I'm just fucking with y'all, but not for real, little bit.
Nah,
It
I
could
know you
be.
is.
It could be. I mean, that's just the well, the my first of all, my imagination, and then like you never know what the fuck is at the bottom of the ocean. It's so much ocean that has never been explored.
Then they
True.
try to say too. Then they try to
So
say too that that's why that's where Tartaria went. That's where the Atlanteans
Man,
are they linking that to the Leviathan? I can't even say that shit, man.
Leviathan.
Le,
Yeah, you feel me?
Leviathan.
And then see me or whatever. Again, I'm such
it's
I'm
one
so
11.
fascinated when it comes to history or whatever, like I was mentioning in our group or whatever, even though
Mm-hmm.
the Leviathan is mentioned or whatever, that version is mentioned in the Bible. That you
Mm-hmm.
have the world serpent or the world snake that's mentioned in Norse mythology or
Um,
whatever. You feel me? And it's a big giant ass fucking serpent that's in a frozen tundra. You feel me? Man, y'all adopting different cultures and different y'all don't even be knowing. That's what I be saying. Folks need
yeah,
to just champion reading. You feel
they
me?
just
That shit
throwing
is
that shit
so
out there and
fundamental.
seeing what's gonna stick.
Man, on everything, bro. And like once you look up what I'm saying, shit, if anybody played God of War, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
The video game for PS4 and PS5, shit. The man they fight that damn the beast that I'm speaking of. Hell, like man, come man.
So if it's in the video games, that means it's gotta be true.
Or they
No, but they
slick, or is it
but
slick like the beast in the
Like how
Bible, the snake
movies
in the
tell you
Bible?
what's happening for
But
real.
no, but I'm saying in the video game they basing it on Nordic on Norse myth or Viking culture or
Mythology.
whatever. You feel me?
Mm.
That this same Leviathan is speaking of Thor and Odin, and is them motherfuckers real? Shit, ain't no nigga
But
up there throwing
what
no
are they
goddamn
based
lightning
on
bolts
though? What is Thor and the other dude based on? What is it? What is it? What does
Nor
all of that go back to?
to Norse myth. Yeah,
Before
to
Norse mythology.
Okay, but what is that based
now
on?
that goes back to African culture. Now we talking about
Okay, that's what
Shango
I'm
and the
saying.
Aristocrats. You
So
feel me?
how do you know that might be Shango animal shit like Avatar?
Man, that ain't his, because they would have told us and it would have been mentioned. God damn it, hell. Papa Leg, but them ain't talking about that shit, man. Hell.
Like
I'm
Papa
just
Legba ain't said nothing about no dragon, no snake heavy.
Man, come on, man. He
I'm
doing the bidding. You feel me?
just
What you
I
say,
just
Corey?
want
They done took the history and made it work how they want to make it work for them.
Man, and then Negroes, they so retarded. I believe this. Shut your ass up before I delete you as a friend. Hell, type of shit. Pissing me off all
delete
goddamn
me
day.
then, motherfucker. No, I'm just playing.
Man, but some folks was just idiotic with the shit that it was just like I'm like, man, y'all'll be the people, Lord forbid, man, ancestors forbid, man. If this shit was to ever crack, I'm gonna have to move y'all around because I ain't gonna trust your intellect.
Man. But you
You
know
But
what?
it's
easy.
That
still
Leviathan talk didn't start coming around until a lot of people started going back to church too.
though. Yeah.
That A and D Negroes thinking that hell on that flat Earth shit, believing that Antarctica is the beginning to a whole nother motherfucking the ice wall. He coming from the ice wall. Man, y'all shut y'all ass up.
But you never know though. I don't just firmly believe in in any of this shit because
Cause like when it comes to shit like
I
that, that's
have you ever been?
no, of course I haven't or whatever, but no, but listen to me when I say this though, like for real, for real. Like all
Mm.
jokes aside, when it comes to shit like that, that's when I tell people if you ever really studied,
What
whether if
what
it's
you say?
I said when it comes to those type of talks, you know what I'm saying, dealing with Antarctica and the flat Earth type shit or whatever, and to hear how so many black people, you feel me, believe in it. I tell them or whatever, man, you shitting on your ancestors. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, but your ancestors circumnavigated the earth thousands of years ago and proved that it was on a fucking axis. It was on a fucking tilt. You feel me?
Mhm.
So you gonna go against these people? Nigga,
Yeah,
your
so you
homie,
basically just following somebody else's story as they make it up. Because they making up a
instead
lot
of
of
your
shit, y'all.
story. You
They
feel me?
making up a lot of shit.
Like, come on, man. Hell, man. You read Christopher Columbus' diaries. He tell you it was the Moors who taught him how to sail by the motherfucking stars. You feel me?
Mhm.
The Moors ain't projecting or talking about no Caucasianoid, no Caucasoid. You
Mhm.
feel me? It's talking about a
Mhm.
Negro. Like dead
Mhm.
ass. So like when folks be saying shit like that, that's why I be telling them like, bro, do a little history, homie. You shitting on your own folks
Yeah, read.
who
Reading is
stud
fundamental.
man, who studied the sun, who studied the stars, who had no other choice but to sit up there and ponder.
Mhm.
Then here your goofy ass nigga, and you got a whole pocket hell computer, nigga. You gonna go against the grain? It sure is flat, bitch ass nigga. Shut up.
Damn.
You sound like that dude that be on a bitch ass nigga. He
I'm
be
sorry, man, but that shit be making
he
me
be
mad,
doing the
man.
interviews. Little bald headed dude with the gold too. I don't know where he from, but he be going off on them folks.
Hey, I'm sorry, man, but that shit be real live provoking me. I'm sorry, y'all. You know,
Yeah, you
like, but
just you a historian and you read your
man, I
history.
I I, I love that shit. You feel me? I love us. You feel me? I love us
Yeah,
that much that I'm willing. You know what I'm saying? To speak up. You know what I'm saying for our answer, man. You talking to the innovators of everything. Us.
yeah.
Period. yeah,
We did it. Good show, peeps. Good show, everybody.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Thank you for coming back, Corey D.
Okay.
Man, I'm thankful that y'all allowed me to even grace y'all plateau,
Oh
man. Like for real, for
yeah,
real.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like I
Appreciate you.
say, shout out to all the people that was on here beforehand. I listened to some of y'all shows, man. Y'all shows were dope as well or whatnot. You feel me? I can only hope to add to that. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Y'all ready? I worked really hard to pick this paper up.
bless your heart.
We are root of your root, soil of your soil, bone of your bone, and blood of your blood. We boldly and graciously thank our ancestors for their guidance with our connection to Source, Universe, and God, to gaining peace in our mind, protection from monitoring spirits, and the ability to send negativity back to the sender, the wisdom to communicate truthfully from an open heart space, and allowing forgiveness to continue the open heart space, the clarity to see success and accept joy into our lives while sitting in a safe place, the ability to create necessities for health and good energy. We understand, and understand the strength and power that's being bestowed upon us. We accept the responsibility of the gifts passed down to us. We walk in your strength and power today and every day. Ashe.
Hallelujah.
So,
Peace. Where you
That's what it
said,
be saying.
baby,
all that,
the,
yeah,
Hallelujah.
all
the
that, all
gemstones.
that.
Hallelujah.
All right.
Shamanam.
I'll let y'all know when they publish.
Okay.
All right.
So.